Spurs play a tactically more correct game of basketball. I also like to shout out Jordan, PR over the Spurs, that wanted me to know that he was purely talking Spurs basketball. Okay, Jordan, I got you.
Tell Jordan needed signed jersey.
Oh, wait, that's not how that works. Okay, I'll tell him.
You a jersey swap after the game today?
Total jersey swap.
My kid put my feet to the fire, so I'm trying to make it happen.
I need it for
Wemby signed
myself.
jersey? Well, I'm first, and then you can get yours.
Your son better, you better get in line. I won't be
Yeah, we're all in line, Lou.
You want it ourselves.
I don't mind standing in line. As long as it get done, I'll stand in line.
Okay, let me ask you this. I don't know. Look, people, it's just that it's the word ethical. All of a sudden, it's just everywhere, and everyone's saying it. So what do you make of him sort of, I guess, doubling down on that phrase?
It's hard for me to look at it in a negative way because before Wemby ever existed, this is who the Spurs were.
Sure.
They've always played, quote unquote, the right way to play the game. So this isn't like some knock to me. I think he's bought in and committed to the system, to the organization, like everything they value when it comes to basketball. And I think he's just pushing the same message. It's hard for me to, like I said, it's hard for me to look at it as a negative. This is who the Spurs are. This is who they've always been. It started with Tim Duncan, Manu, that group. They played the same style of basketball. They played a different style of basketball than the rest of the league. So it's hard for me to look at this as a negative.
Yeah, I think the only way to take a negative is the foul baiting, but if you look across the league, like everyone does that. James Harden's been doing it for years. Luka does it. Jalen Brunson does it. Joel Embiid does it. So a lot of the star players do that. And when you talk about the San Antonio Spurs, going back to Tim Duncan, some would say that was boring and textbook, and he's called big fundamental, for God's sakes. Like they play a textbook certain way of basketball, and that has just been instilled for years and years with Pop, and now Mitch is taking it over, and they have guys that buy in and play in that system. So I don't think it was anything, malicious or anything. I think it's just,
Even if it's a little bit like,
it's a little jabby,
funny,
I
come
guess,
on.
but like also like if you want to take a jab, take a jab. Don't make us read between the lines either.
It's not really reading between the
once I
lines.
listened to what he said, I actually felt different about it. I felt he wasn't talking about OKC, and I think he was talking about over the league. So again, he didn't put an address on it, so we're here and we're gonna have to, continue to guess and try to figure out what he meant. But he said it. His issue is with isolation basketball, which you can make that case for a lot of guys in the league. And it also was about playing forced basketball, which you can make the case for a lot of guys in the league. Foul baiting didn't come up in his statement, and what he was explaining. I think that was us throwing a little chili sauce on the fire. But again, this makes for great basketball and great conversation. I like the fact that he's even talking about the culture that they have in San Antonio and how happy he is. San Antonio Spurs are back on the map. I love it. And this is the first time we've heard a San Antonio Spur have something to say in the media over 20 years.
That's true.
So whether it's for OKC or it's a general statement, I like the fact that he's standing in front of it and he's honing in the fact that I am the star player, I am the face of this franchise, and I feel really good where I am, and I like the style of play that we operate in. And if you ain't with it, stay over there.
I think the only reason why I think it would be the foul baiting thing is because what else could it be? Like, Thunder.
Because it's that word.
But the Thunder
What is
play the
this?
right way. Watch them play besides the whole foul baiting, which everyone
No, but
does
he actually
anyways.
said it, Chandler. He said what he meant was teams that play a lot of isolation basketball. That's not a great brand of basketball. And also teams that force shots on the offensive end. That was his statement.
Yeah, but I can
only
ISO
take it for what he
basketball.
said.
They did every time he gets a mismatch, they throw it to him and let him play ISO basketball. So what's the difference? Like I just think.
You feel like OKC plays a lot of ISO basketball?
No, I'm saying the Spurs. Like if they get a mismatch with Wemby, they're doing the same thing, right?
I'm asking you that
that's what I'm
because
saying.
how could it be a shot at OKC when they don't play ISO basketball?
That's what I'm saying. I think the only thing that they could be talking about is the foul baiting.
I don't think it's foul
They
baiting.
play the right way. They move the ball. They make the extra pass. They get out and run.
Great players get fouled a lot.
I know. I'm just saying that's why I hate trying to guess. What I'm thinking, what else could this be besides
Then we
that?
shouldn't guess.
Yeah, stop guessing.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Let's stop guessing until he put an address on it. Let's not put the responsibility on us to try to figure out what he's saying.
You know what? I'll accept this from you guys. I will accept it, but I will also now present you with another argument. This time, it comes from Josh Hart because it's the word ethical. I don't care what you guys say. That has not been a common word used forever and ever and ever, and it started with the foul baiting, and so here we are. When asked to say something nice about Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart called Jalen a very exceptional basketball player, a very ethical basketball player.
So he called.
So come on.
Now I'm really confused.
Because he's
This
sarcastic.
is a shot at Wemby.
No, it's a shot at everyone.
I like it, but again,
But Jalen
we are
Brunson's
trying
the
to.
king of drawing the
That's
fouls.
what I'm saying.
Exactly.
And Josh Hart is sarcastic as
Now
all
I'm
get
con-
out.
now I'm
Y'all, how are y'all confused?
No, we're not. We're
They're all
not.
monkeys.
This was
Well,
said
we're
after
trying
Wemby
to-
said that.
Well, they have the yeah. Actually, I think this was.
This was said after. He's clearly just being.
When did they
He's
do the? When
sarcastic.
did they do the pod? Because Wemby said this 48 hours ago.
Yes, and yesterday was media day.
And then Hart said this yesterday. So clearly
They
he
haven't
was,
recorded the pod days. So I don't know. Maybe they heard this. I know Josh Hart said this on the podium, but again, when somebody leaves it open
Come on,
ended,
y'all.
this is what I know
Clearly
for a
Josh
fact.
Hart took it the way we're
Thank you. He took it
but
the
no,
way
it's
I'm
not a
taking
thank you,
it.
Beetle, because 3
What?
minutes ago we were trying to make this an OKC conversation.
No,
So-
because
That's what I'm
Jalen is in the SGA on the
He's
list
in the
of the
foul baiting
foul baiting.
situation though.
Yeah,
So
in
he-
that same
he knows
group.
that.
So now we got two teams involved. This is a general statement.
Oh, it's
This
a
has nothing
war.
to do with OKC. We shouldn't be trying to guess and figure out. Put an address on it, Wemby. That's what we do.
I heard the address.
Here in this country. We put an address on it.
No, Lou, I hear the address loud and
And also,
clear.
Wemby, don't you dare start doing it. Don't you start foul baiting too. And after all this,
I don't.
Yeah.
Can he even felt like he's so?
Yes, he
he's us
can.
here
He
and
can
they're
swing
here.
If you
Really?
swing
Yeah.
through tonight, that is unethical basketball.
yeah.
Are you gonna boo? Are y'all gonna boo him?
I think I might. I think I might.
Okay, fair enough. I think the fact that Josh Hart put his sarcastic print on it is what makes this a funny argument. But Jalen Brunson was asked about East versus West. We all know how we all feel about East versus West. That conversation comes up a lot. And Chandler wanted everyone to know that he thinks the East is a lot better than we think it is. And okay, well maybe Boogie should go first.
Well,
and
I'll
it's a
tell you
grind
this.
every night.
I
It's
think
supposed to say that.
I think, yeah, I disagree because I think the top four teams are all better than the top four teams in the East.
Sure.
They're better in the West. I think the Celtics are better than we're expecting. I think they're going to continue to get better, and they're a team that you're kind of going to trust in the postseason. But outside the Pistons and the Knicks and maybe the Celtics, there's not one team that can contend for a championship in the Eastern Conference. So again, they're top heavy. There are some good teams that are going to be competitive, and who knows, a lot can happen. I do think Cleveland's going to somewhat figure it out, but man, when? Like it's
Maybe.
Atlanta, I thought showed signs. Orlando's kind of that team, the 50-50 team that they've shown signs of greatness, but then Wagner goes out. Paolo still hasn't found his rhythm. So I disagree. I think the West is much better. I think the top five teams in the West are better than the top five teams in the East. And I think whoever gets out of both conferences, the West is winning the championship this year, no matter who gets out. So I fully disagree with this, and the West is much better.
Yeah, here's the telltale sign for me in the West. The top five teams in the West have been the top five teams in the West all year. They've kind of rotated, but that's been a consistent. In the East, it's been all over the place. We were high on Chicago early in the season. We love Atlanta. Atlanta has kind of settled in a little bit. Cleveland was a top team. They're at 7. Boston got off to a slow start. They're at a 4 now.
They might surprise us.
You got a lot of inconsistencies in the East, and so for me, that shows that you don't know what's going on really. Like some of these teams are make believe, and some of them are the real deal. You really don't know what's going on in the East. Now, if that's his definition of being tougher because it's inconsistent, then you make an argument. But for me, tougher means I know exactly who the bully is at school. It ain't a bunch of them. I know exactly I don't want to go down this way because I got to deal with Houston. I got to deal with OKC, Denver, the San Antonios, and the Lakers, and I know that. I don't have any unpredictableness. So all 5 of those teams in the West, I feel like can win a championship. In the East, when I look at the top 5 teams, I don't think they're legitimate. A few of these, I don't think are legitimate contenders to win a title.
Can I play a game with you?
Ooh.
Let's play a game.
Play it.
In this series right now, who wins, the Thunder or the Pistons?
Thunder.
1-0 West. Who wins the series right now, the Nuggets or the Knicks?
Nuggets.
2-0 West. Who wins the series right now, the Celtics or the Rockets?
I don't know though.
Probably the closest ones.
Well, is Tatum back?
The Nuggets,
Tatum's gonna be
I
back.
said I don't know, Boogie. Don't put.
No, I'm
look, 'cause you
asking.
give-
I'm
yeah,
making
'cause
sure-
look,
I'm
you
ma-
ready
no,
to
I'm
fight.
making sure
I'm
you're on the
just,
same page.
I'm just saying I don't all the way know.
Nuggets and Knicks.
I'm taking
Right now, I just like how the Knicks are playing right now.
Okay. So
But go ahead.
Okay, Celtics, Rockets.
Tatum will be back.
I think that's a close one.
yeah.
Maybe it's a little closer than we thought. This game not
No,
going how
hold
you.
on. Hold on. It gets worse. It's pretty much true.
That's why you
That's what we
play.
thought. All right.
He might got a point.
Lakers, Magic, because they're both sports
I
Lakers.
like Lakers.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
are
and
the
the
Magic
Spurs
back?
and the Raptors.
Stop.
So what are we doing again? So what's
3-2.
Four.
Let's even if we're being generous, 3-2 still win.